I'm sharing my IVF journey with you today. The truth, the tears, and the outcome. I was in love, or if I wasn't in love, I prayed every day that our bond grew closer rather than apart. I met him when I was just 14 years old and married him at the age of 21, right out of college. I was so young and had so much hope for the future. The white picket fence, the little house on the prairie, and not one negative thought crossed my mind. We planned everything from the day he proposed to the day I said I do. We were to have 2 children, a girl and a boy, and they were going to be amazing. I went to a doctor and she diagnosed me with polycystic ovarian syndrome, PCOS, gave me some vitamins, and still no baby. My husband and I talked and decided we would go the IVF journey. Well, I did a lot of research before we decided to give the center a yes. We saw the cost and began looking at our budget and decided to give it a shot. The journey took a huge toll on my husband and I, and when I close my eyes, I see myself in stirrups. The nurse gives you a schedule of tests consisting of injections, and each medicine is costly. After a consultation with an IVF nurse and specialist, we said yes to the testing, which involved egg retrieval from my body, injections, which were costly, and intense scheduling and timing. Throughout this process, I learned how intrinsically we are created. Our bodies are truly a masterpiece. Women have eggs and men have sperm, and when an egg and a sperm join, life is supposed to happen. What I did not know and realize is that over the years, our bodies create less and less eggs. Almost every day, I had vials of medications on the bar at my old home with syringes to put into my belly. My hormones were out of whack, and the entire process took a toll on my emotions and my psyche. It's taken me a long time to share this with anyone, and sharing it is allowing me to heal. Every single injection not only caused pain at the incision site, but it also resulted in emotions from the different hormones. My husband and I experienced a whirlwind of ups and downs, expecting every single IVF process to work. My body would create over 15 eggs, but only 1 or 2 would become what they called a blastocyst, which I learned was a positive thing for the start of an embryo. A blastocyst is a human embryo, and the embryo is never implanted in my body. And the IVF process I had resulted in a blastocyst being planted directly into my womb by the physician. Because my body produced so many eggs, I was able to have some placed in a freezer, which I jokingly said that was the daycare for my eggs. My husband and I completed this process 3 times. And each time he and I discussed the cost, the process, the medications, but we never discussed the impact the process would have on my emotions, mentally and physically. We spent a lot of money, and yet no baby. I remember the exact moment I received a phone call while in church stating that I can come and have the last frozen embryo transferred. That Sunday, the clinic made an exception to open for me and perform the transfer, and yet no baby. It was this entire process that caused T and I to begin the discussion to foster to adopt. Over the next few weeks or so, I'll be sharing more of this journey that has come and gone. And yet, I remain hopeful as a single woman that God's plan is bigger and better than what I can ever imagine. And if He does not do anything else for me, He's given me a son through the system who's a smart, handsome 9-year-old who I'm so proud of every single day. Thank you for listening.